Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing the Nightworms book box unboxing. This showed up at my door last night. It is a monthly horror subscription book box that retails for, I believe, $39.99 every single month plus shipping and handling, which comes out to about $49 and change for me. I've been subscribed to this since April of 2020, and this is the series of unboxings that I am using to kind of determine if I'm going to keep staying subscribed to this. I have been kind of underwhelmed with Nightworms the past couple boxes, actually for the vast majority of 2025. So, yeah, as I continue these unboxings throughout the year, we're going to see if I'm going to keep this into 2026. Cool, so if you are unfamiliar with this box, every single month you will get probably two books. Usually they are full-length novels. Sometimes they'll get a short story collection or some kind of collection of essays, usually new releases or limited edition reprintings. Usually get some signed book plates in there along with like a bookmark, some stickers, maybe a magnet, and either like a tea, hot chocolate, or coffee. Really cool idea for a box. When I first subscribed, they were always featuring like really cool kind of knock it out of the park authors, and I just feel like we've been leaning a little more to like indie authors or new authors, debut authors, and sometimes more like thriller and less horror. So I'm just like waiting to see how I feel about these boxes going forward. No shade to Nightworms whatsoever. Again, I've been subscribed for over 5 years. And they've introduced me to a lot of really, there's a bird outside. They've introduced me to some really cool and amazing authors that I love and have become instant buy authors for me. But yeah. We're going to dive in and see what this is. This is a pretty thin box for this month. I feel like usually they're a lot chunkier, but this is a pretty light box. Just means that there's probably less page count in the books, but let's open her up and see. Alright, so I have our little goodie bag right here. Ooh, I feel like there's a magnet in here. I do love when they send magnets over stickers. I tend to turn most of my stickers into magnets anyway. Alright, so this month's theme is Rage Becomes Her. I love their bookmarks. They are one of my favorite things. They are all done by the same artist, so you have like a whole really cool collection of bookmarks. Ooh, we get Moonstruck hot chocolate. I love this hot chocolate brand. It's really yummy. They work with them quite a lot. And this is milk chocolate golden milk. I don't know what golden milk means, but there you go. A little spoiler card, which I'm going to put to the side. Let's see, we get a Ghoulish Books Live Spooky, Die Spooky bookmark with a little werewolf on it. It says Keep San Antonio Ghoulish on the back. We get a sticker that says Books, Coffee, and Chill with a little like witchy skeleton. Little garden witch. Very cute. It says Punch Like a Girl. So we get a sticker here. And then we get two book plates. So unfortunately no magnets, but we do get book plates. And then we have two books in here. So I'm going to grab the paperback first. I don't remember what they are. But we have Issues with Authority by Nadia Bulkin. And it says, Shirley Jackson, award-nominated author Nadia Bulkin's sophomore collection, Issues with Authority, drenches the reader in a sensory overload of power, belief, and horrifying transformation. Cop Car, in which a psychic government fixer discovers her true psychopathic calling. Your Next Best American Girl, in which a beauty pageant contestant succumbs to paranoia as a mysterious skin disease begins eating holes in her body. Ugh. Red Skies in the Morning. Red Skies in the Morning. That was hard to read. It says, in which paracontagions infect unsuspecting viewers of certain cursed media, a phenomenon the government is frantically trying to control. Alright, I have never heard of this author before. This is a really striking cover, though, I will say. I like this quite a lot. This is published by Ghoulish Books, so that's why we got that other bookmark in there. But cool. I don't love short story collections, especially when it's by authors I've never heard of. So I'm not sure how this will resonate with me, but I do like the cover. Alright, and then next up, we have Catherine Dang, What Hunger? And we have this interesting cover right here of fingers swishing a raspberry. Kind of reminds me of like, what was it, Breaking Dawn, like the Twilight final cover. All right, and on the back we have an author photo. All right, let's read the inside flap here. It's the summer before high school, and Ronnie Nguyen finds herself too young for work, too old for cartoons. Her days are spent in a small backyard, dozing off to trashy magazines on a plastic lawn chair. In stark contrast stands her brother Tommy, the pride and joy of their immigrant parents, a popular honor student destined to be the first in the family to attend college. The thought of Tommy leaving for school fills Ronnie with dread as she contemplates the quiet house she will be left alone in with her parents, May and Ba. Her parents rarely speak of their past in Vietnam except through the lens of food. The family meals are a tapestry of cultural memory. Thick spring rolls with slim and salty nem chua, and steaming bowls of pho thai with thin, delicate slices of blood-red beef. In the aftermath of the war, May and Ba taught Ronnie and Tommy that meat was a dangerous luxury, a symbol of survival that should never be taken for granted. But when tragedy strikes, Ronnie's world is upended, and her sense of self and her understanding of her family are shattered. A few nights later, at Ronnie's first high school party, a boy crosses the line, and she is overtaken by a force larger than herself. This newfound power comes with an insatiable hunger for raw meat, a craving that is both saving grace and a potential destroyer. What Hunger is a visceral, emotional journey through the bursts and pitfalls of female rage. Ronnie's Vietnamese lineage and her mother's emotional memory play a crucial role in this tender ode to generational trauma and mother-daughter bonding. Is this a horror novel? I don't know. This kind of feels more like a thriller. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Monica Kim's The Eyes Are the Best Part. And I did enjoy that novel. But, yeah, I'm just not sure if this is a horror novel or a thriller. But here's kind of my thing. Here's where I'm sitting with Nightworms right now. I haven't heard of these authors, and I haven't heard of these books before. This is a Simon & Schuster publication, so I'm sure this is actually probably getting a wide release. But again, my first thought is this a horror book? And I'm just kind of questioning, and I spoke about this in my last Nightworms video, what Nightworms' angle is, because they've only sent us male author books once this year, which is totally cool if you want to push the female narrative and like really promote women in horror lit. I think that's awesome. But I just feel like they're kind of reaching out of the horror realm to do so. And I'd rather just be paying the hefty price point for books and authors that I'm probably going to buy anyway, instead of getting like short story collections or books that may or may not be horror, just so we can kind of fit into what seems to be a new direction for the box. And I just kind of wish that they would say what's going on with that. And I reached out to them and I actually asked if that's kind of what they were doing, and they kind of danced around the question and were just like, no, but it's definitely something that they're thinking about. Like, not necessarily like that's how they're thinking about taking the box, but it's definitely something that they've been doing a lot recently. So they did acknowledge that. So I just don't know. I was like, I have a lot of books that I'd be really excited to get. I'm going to see Rachel Harrison give a talk tonight on Play Nice, which at the Strand, which I think is just going to be phenomenal. But like, I'd like to see that book in here. That's a horror novel by a female author that I'm really excited about. So I'm just interested in what's going on with Nightworms, and kind of what direction they're trying to take their box. So let me know what you guys have thought of the recent Nightworms packages, because really the last book that I gravitated towards from their boxes was The Unseen by Anya Allborn. And I feel like I've just got a stack of Nightworms books over here that are like, I'll get to them eventually, but like none of them are speaking to me. So, sad. Anyway, let's go through the spoiler card. We do have 2 book plates, one for each book. And then we do have What Hunger by Catherine Dang and Issues with Authority by Nadia Volkin. We get the Coffee, Books, and Chill graphic. I really wish this was a magnet. I was hoping there were magnets in here. Like a Girl graphic. Here we go. Again, just kind of leaning into like this new theme for the box. I feel like the Rage becomes her bookmark, and then the Golden Milk Chocolate, Moonstruck hot chocolate. Again, no shade to Nightworms whatsoever. I just feel like for the price point, we've been getting less and less punchy, anticipated books and more indie reads. So, yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today. As always, I'm trying to post 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And if you enjoy these videos, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and I will catch you on the next one. Mwah.